Time to check in with Jen St. Dennis once again from Business in Vancouver. And Jen, some very well-known names in the mining industry here in BC are caught up in the election down in the United States. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. This is to do with a pretty explosive story that appeared in the New York Times last week. And the story actually has this huge Vancouver connection. These two Vancouver businessmen who made their fortunes in the mining industry, Ian Telfer and Frank Eustra. And the story details how these two men made some pretty big donations to Bill Clinton's charitable foundation. At the same time that their uranium company that they had built was acquiring assets in the U.S. and in Russia. And the story went on to make some connections between lobbying efforts that they said had happened with Bill Clinton mostly, and then the conclusion of this deal in which a Russian company bought Uranium One, which is the company that Ian Telfer and Frank Eustra had built. And the story also detailed how Hillary Clinton, as the Secretary of State at the time, may have been involved in approving this deal. Now, Ian Telfer and Frank Eustra have since responded to this story. They say that yes, they did make these donations to the Clinton Foundation, and they were pretty hefty. Between the two of them, they made about $5 million in donations to the Clinton Foundation. But they are denying that that came with any kind of lobbying efforts on behalf of Bill or Hillary Clinton. And they're questioning some of the timelines and details in the story. For instance, Ian Telfer is saying that he made the pledge to donate long before, there were any indications of a Russian deal or Hillary Clinton becoming Secretary of State. And Frank Eustra is pinpointing this one instance in the story where it says that he flew Bill Clinton to Kazakhstan on his private jet to meet with Kazakhstan's president. He's saying that, that actually didn't happen. They arrived in two different planes and for different reasons. Sophie?
All right, well, I'm sure there's lots more to come out.
For sure. It's a very interesting story.
Thank you, Jen. You can get more business news online at BIV.com.